Let's get right into it. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to build incredible fortunes without, working themselves into the ground? It's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter. And the key, the real secret, is something called passive income. Honestly, once you get this, it can totally change how you look at making money. This right here, this quote, just nails it. It's not some kind of magic trick, right? It's all about leverage. The goal isn't to cram more hours into your day, no way. The goal is to build assets that work for you, paying you again and again for something you only had to build one time. But to really get why this is such a big deal, we gotta look at the system most of us are stuck in. I'm talking about the classic time for money trap. Okay, so check this out. This shows the difference perfectly. On one side, you've got active income. You work 8 hours, you get paid for 8 hours. Simple. But if you stop working, the money stops. It's a direct trade. But then look at the other side, passive income. This is where you completely break that link. You put in the work up front to build some kind of system, and that system just keeps paying you 24/7. It doesn't care if you're at your desk, on vacation, or fast asleep. So let's just nail down the definition here. What are we really talking about? Passive income is simply money that keeps coming in long after you've finished the initial work. And this right here is the absolute foundation of real financial freedom. Why? Because it separates your ability to earn from the hours you physically have to punch a clock. I know. This can all sound a little theoretical, right? So let's make it real. Let's look at a couple of people who absolutely mastered this and escaped that time for money trap for good. Okay, first up, Warren Buffett. You think he's clocking in for a 9 to 5? Of course not. What he does is own pieces of huge businesses. So every single time someone cracks open a can of Coke or swipes an American Express card, a tiny little sliver of that profit flows right back to him as dividends. His assets are his employees, and they are working for him around the clock, all over the world. All right, now for a totally different angle. Let's talk about J.K. Rowling. Just think about it for a second. Yeah, she poured years of her life, this intense creative effort into writing the Harry Potter books. But, and this is the key part, she did that work once. And the result? Decades later, that one-time creative project is now generating millions upon millions for her every single year. We're talking book sales, movie rights, theme parks, merchandise, you name it. The hard work she did ended a long time ago, but the river of income it created, it just keeps on flowing. So you see, it doesn't matter if it's owning a business like Buffett or creating something new like Rowling. The principle is exactly the same. It all comes down to this simple idea. Build it once and earn from it forever. That is the mindset shift. Okay, so by now you're probably thinking, I get it. But how do I actually do this? Well, it turns out there are really 3 main paths you can take to start building this for yourself. Path number 1 is investing. This is where you make your money work for you. Think dividend stocks, real estate that pays you rent, that kind of thing. The second path is building systems. These are businesses that are designed to run without you having to be there all the time, like an online store or piece of software. And the third path, royalties. This is the J.K. Rowling route, creating something once, like a book, a song, or a patent, that pays you over and over. Now here's the best part, and this is super important. You do not need to master all 3 of these. Don't even try. Just find the one path that clicks with you, the one that matches your skills, what you're passionate about, and what you can realistically start with. Just pick one and get going. Okay, but there's this huge mental roadblock that stops so many people from even trying. It's a myth, a big one, about how wealth works. And we're going to bust that myth wide open right now. So here's the myth. Oh, passive income? That's only for people who are already rich. Sound familiar? Well, the reality is the complete 180-degree opposite. People don't build passive income because they're rich. They become rich because they build passive income. You got to get that. It's the cause of wealth, not just a symptom of it. And this is the real secret, the big mindset shift. Listen, it's not just about working hard. I mean, millions of people work incredibly hard and are just scraping by. The secret is making sure that the work you put in today keeps working for you tomorrow and next year, and maybe even for decades. It's about making your effort count for more than just a single paycheck. And please, don't think you need a ton of money to get started. You don't. This whole thing can start with just one tiny seed, a $50 investment, writing a single short ebook, setting up a tiny little side hustle that runs on its own. The point is, these little streams, if you just give them time and attention, can grow into massive rivers of income. So, when you take everything we've talked about, it really all comes down to a single choice, a choice you have to make about how you want to build your future. And that leaves you with this one big question. Are you going to keep trading your time for money, staying on that hamster wheel forever? Or are you going to decide right now to start building something that brings in money even when you're sleeping? The choice is yours. And that choice starts today.